Okay. Um, First of all, I just want to say thank you, God. Uh, I just want to say thank you, God, for seeing things for what they are. And I'm hearing these people try to still paint their fantasy of reality. But I'm thankful to God to be able to see this low life for the true low life that they are. When you hear me make my videos, sometimes it's just a way to vent, to speak up, because you just can't believe how amazingly able you can see things in the reality, as much as they try to create this nasty reality, this painted reality that's so delusional. For example, I hear somebody say Arab views. Now this trash knows that I know what they do in this program, and she would make the mistake to think that I will not think about the horrible testimonials of what I've heard, and look at her as somebody involved in that. They have these ways of thinking that I'm going to be as delusional as they are. And I think it's just, when you're so compromised and you still want to enjoy what you're part of, but you know what you're part of is so foul, so disgusting, and you've been humiliated by everything that's happening to me, that they're making me experience, has been validated that this is something they can manipulate you to experience. It is disgusting. But I don't know what kind of state of mind you have to create for you to think that at one point, this is not going to be, it's going to be seen in this other way that is so deformed and distorted. I'm so thankful to God that I was able to see this. And I know why they don't want to be seen. I mean, the things they do is just the kind of things that in life you're going to get reimbursed properly. For example, this last mass shooting in October. And I've made a video. It's so crazy how I'm able to just, like, they are so systematic that you can almost figure out what they're going to do next. And I think what's happening is like they try to block my mind, my memories, in order to not find the video where I make literally saying, oh, listen, this is what they're going to do. I see how they try to still paint themselves as good people. For example, there was this mass shooting that happened in October. 18 people died. The mass shooter is definitely a target individual. He was driven to be this aggressive. He ended up killing 18 people. A child died. I donated money to a family. The one family that touched me the most is there was this little girl and her father died. The baby is just this little girl. She will never get to see her father because her father was dead. Is dead and was killed in this mass shooting. Because this man killed 18 people, driven to death. The fact that this poor little baby will never see the dead, and these pictures together, they look, just so wholesome. I decided to donate money because I know this low life. This is what they're part of. They're involved in a program where the reason why this little kid, this little baby will never see her dad is because they're pushing people in this insanity. And I remember, for some reason, initially they weren't forcing me to get the stimulations, their map stimulation. The reason why they were doing that, and toward this little kid, this little baby, is because the mass shooting was just fresh. The man was just killed, and they wanted to make it look less, foul that they are, the disgustingness of who they are. They wanted to kind of filter it a little bit, so they waited a little bit. I know that I can see what they're doing right now. They're just turning off a little bit. They're not maximizing the way they can make me experience this nastiness. Basically, they're not making me having this stimulation for this kid, this baby, just because this mass shooting just happened. But after time, they'll do it, and as I make more videos, I can feel more and more. They're adding more stimulations, and today now, stimulation, boom, and now we mapped it. That's abuse. And try to make me think that now we mapped it to you as a kid. Remember what that's a delusional trash. You're a nasty low life. It's like, yeah, it's abuse and basic. First of all, you are here forcing me to have sexual stimulation to this baby who lost her father because trash like you, involved in the program that you're in, pushed a man to kill 18 people. So this little girl will never see her father because shit like you. But this is what low life do. That's why I want them to dedicate their life in this nastiness. And then like, no, that's abuse. Try to create this like back and forth in my brain, just like, no, but remember what you did as a kid. I'm literally looking at a baby who will never see her dad because her dad was killed by somebody who's driven to insanity by this low life. And they are forcing me to have sexual stimulation toward this baby, which they like, no, what we're doing to your brain, we're doing the same thing that you experienced when you were a kid. And rewire my brain in these disgusting ways and try to make me accept this manipulation. Say, no, but remember what you did as a kid, that's abuse, trash. First of all, this man is dead. So this baby is deadless because of trash like you. I pray to God I'll never get to that point. But I will never let this life live in this fantasy. Because you see how they took time to wait for this maturing to kind of be a little bit forgotten. Then start making me have this stimulation, which they say, no, we mapped it. They see when you were a kid in BC. They do the pedophilia type of torture. And what they do to children, even younger than her, this little baby, is they torture children as young as this little 2-year-old, even younger than her. And then try to make me accept this manipulation. And then they try to make me imagine me as a kid, then whatever dumbness I did as a kid in middle school. And they try to make me imagine this baby involved in it. With their version of things. It's like, no, that's a disgusting low life. Not only I know that kids this young, these babies, are being tortured in this program using this technology, this DOD technology applied on babies as young as this baby. On top of that, the reason why I have her on my pictures is because her father is no longer with us. And why this man is no longer with us is because he was killed in this mass shooting where this man was being tormented by this low life. As much as they try to counter that, going through the same typical thing target individual go through, lost his mind by this somebody who's very much capable of killing. Killed 18 people. This baby no longer have a father. So I have this picture of those two together, wholesome as it gets, adorable little baby. To counter that stimulations, this is the life I wish they continue to live. I pray that they live this and dignified for the rest of their life. Then they try to make me accept, no, that's abuse, and try to make me accept this manipulation they make me have by saying, no, remember what you did as a kid, and then try to say, first of all, if you think that I'll ever identify with this manipulation, you're delusional trash. If anything, when I look at this baby, I think about trash like you pushing people into insanity to cause people to kill random people or kill a person that has nothing to do with what. I pray that I'll never lose my mind like this Robert Card lost his mind. What trash like your job is now to force me to have sexual stimulation toward this baby and try to now we mapped it to you as a kid. Trash us. And they send the top tier retards who's involved in a program that not only caused my shootings, but torture babies that's young as this baby. And say that's abuse, that's a pooh. Target individual for me is just to calm down. Because they think that I'm gonna be deluded to ever let them leave this fantasy. I've made multiple videos about how they would try to make me, or how they actually making me have this reaction, the baby of the victim that I donate money to, with the little money that I have. This is the life. I want them to be undignified for the rest of their life. And then I was like, now we there. It's like, yeah, please continue to live this life. Please. Whoever's waiting for me, I'm telling you, is not going to change what's happening to you guys, because you know what they tell me? Oh, they're going to wait for you because we framed you. Some church, they even sell their own kids. That's how indignified they are. They sold their own kids saying that they're going to frame me by saying that I did something to their own kids. You see how disgusting these people are? You know it's a matter of time they're going to get theirs. It's so sad. It's so dirty. It's not like literally dirt, but there's a dirtiness of their life. It's just disgusting. How much nastiness can you implement yourself in your life? I'm so glad that you do that. You know, when I hear somebody say, oh, we're so dedicated, please dedicate more time, please. Would you think I wish something better for you? Do you think I wish that you live a dignified, respectable, self-respectable life? No. I want you to be thanked by people who be like, I'm thankful. I don't have to have my kids to do that. You can be watching me, you'll be God. So me, target individual, we gotta be strong, but please be thankful to God that you're not having to stoop to this level. Please be thankful, because there's a blessing of some sort. There is dignity in this. I just thankful that I will not be like, I'm not somebody who would like them try to find ways to torment a human being in these ways, and then even using the child of a victim that was killed because a mass shooter who ended up being a target individual was pushed to kill, and this poor baby will never see her father. And my job now is to stimulate. Oh God, thank you God. Oh, what would thank you God. This level of no self-respect, I'm just thankful. And then call myself, God, please let them live this life. Oh, let them live a flourishing life. Let me survive in the street, dying in the street, and let them live this good, happy life doing this. I'm telling you, the blessing they're going to get in life is going to be something magical. The blessing is going to be magical. They know, it's a matter of time. They know. They just try to block it out. It's like, shit, we're doing these nasty things. We're doing it in every way. It not only is disgustingly foul, but it's cowardly. It's beyond cowardly. It's like you can imagine everything you can do to make sure that your life comes back in a way that's special. Oh, they do this. Oh, and this cowardly way. But for me, they think the way they can combat that is if they act and if they play this gimmick, this character long enough, you're gonna erase reality. Like, no, trash ass. I pray that you live this life for this dedicated life for the rest of your life. Watch people struggle. Yes, watch how life comes back to you. You'll get yours. To all my target individual, we gotta stay strong. And as much suffering we're gonna go through, I know for me, I'm gonna be suffering. But thank you, God, that while I was able to be a functional human being, if I had even the choice to live a dignified life, to live the life that this low life live, even though if they're not suffering, even though they're like healthy or whatever, the option to live whatever life, they chose to live this disgusting low lifeness. Oh God, thank you. Thank you, that's not me. So God give me strength for the suffering that I'm going to go through, especially the fact that I provoked them by bringing up the reality of what they're part of. These people this is how they restructure themselves. Oh, we're so dedicated. As if they're doing something that is so like crazy, like as if it's so tough. Oh, we're dedicated to make you experience this. Oh, Jesus, you're such a pathetic human being. Target individuals, stay strong.